Hello and welcome back to Real Time Football Manager. Today is 19th of January. Just about to roll into the 20th of January and do the match video, but I just wanted to have a look here at the African Cup of Nations just to see how different things went to real life. So, as you know, the final African Cup of Nations just happened in real life, but in this world, it was the Ivory Coast who sailed to a 4-0 win over Algeria in the Africa Cup of Nations. Tunisia came third, Egypt fourth. So no sign of Senegal, no sign of Morocco anywhere. So that's been a pretty big difference. Should we have a look and see where Senegal and Morocco actually ended up? Ivory Coast getting through after extra time in the semi-finals. Morocco lost in the quarter-final to Algeria there, as you can see. Senegal also beaten in the quarterfinals, 3-1 by Egypt. So that's the African Cup of Nations. But anyway, we're going to roll into the game. We've already had the pre-match press conference, so sorry you didn't get to see that one. We've still got some information about transfers. We've got Brandon Williams coming in from Hull. He's made some very high demands for salaries, so I may have to dive in here. Now, Brian Tinian thinks he's asking for too much money. We've got 25-year-old fullback here, can play on the left. He wants a wage between 10 and 14k per week. Incredibly interested. Recommendation A+ regular starter, can still improve. Brian Tinian wants to walk away. I've had his contract demands to be unacceptable. Well, I'm going to have a little look here. He wants to be a regular starter. Let's have a look at Brandon Williams again for those who haven't seen. 25 years old. He's got really, really good aggression and bravery. I'd say he can play in that key wing-back role for us. We don't quite know how good he is now. He could be a 2.5 star, which would be not great, or he could be a 4 star. Interesting that we're still not that sure about him. Now, the fact that he's only worth a few K means, maybe. But he's supposed to be a regular starter for Hull City. They're up top of the league at the moment, so they're not really playing him. He's had 2 games, 6.5 rating. He likes to get forward whenever possible. He likes to wind up opponents, dives into tackles. His other key stats, particularly as an advanced wing-back now. Interesting. He's got very average stats. He's match fit. On the personal side, he's on around 10 to 12k at the moment. So not asking for a big rise. So I just don't think he is. He's concerned about first team football. He's a loyal player. He's a fullback. I don't know. He looks pretty decent. He's maintaining shots. We reckon he's a good League 1 player. Decent. Could be a decent Premier League player. Well, the question is, does he want to play as a wing back? Although he's not going to be playing as a left back in our team currently. So, I think he's got a shot. I think he could be okay, but do we want to risk the money? Let's have a look. Let's enter the contract negotiations. He wants to be a regular starter. Now, the problem is with Pring coming back, that's the risk. Now, I could make him a squad player. Promises, well, you're not being our captain. Absolutely no chance. So if that's the deal, then that's a killer. Which one is it? I'm not going to name you captain. I'm so sorry, but that's not happening. Right, let's negotiate the contract. Wants 14. No. You're in the 12,000. Loyalty bonus. Is that just a one-off? What actually is a loyalty bonus? Well, if you don't want to join, don't join us. Appearance fees. Well, we're taking your salary down just terms. No, 12 or nothing. That's the offer. If you want to join, join. We shall see. Anyway, what else have we've got? Leicester have made a Campbell Slowey offer. They want 250,000 for Josh Campbell Slowey. This is our 20-year-old centre back. He's got some potential, but he's not very good at the moment. But that's been rejected by Brian Tinian. Okay. Dundee, an end of contract offer for Phillips. Don't offer the contract to Bristol City's Billy Phillips. Oh, so we can do that now, can we? I've been looking at players and it's not been allowing me to offer end of contract offers. So maybe this means that we can start to do this now. He's not very good at the moment. He's 19. I'd like to see a little bit more from him at 19, potentially League One standard. I think he can go, and I'm not that worried about that. Anyway, that's our news. Williams' bid was rejected, but then offered. I'm still not entirely sure that we want Williams, but hey, a bit more support on the left, especially when Native Borge goes. If Native Borge goes, then that might be good, but maybe it shows a lack of ambition. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to move on and we're going to start the game now. And George Tanner has dropped his concern about playing time. I believe he's happy with the amount of playing time he's receiving right now. He's been playing okay. He's in there. He's one of 4 players who will play at the back. And given that we've got 3 centre backs, he seems to be fitting in okay. It's fine. It's fine for now. I'm happy with that. We've got another player heading off to join Guernsey, which is great to see. Okay, and here we are playing Ipswich. Here's the lineup. Let's just say I'm a creature of habit. I'm going to stick to the cautious mentality. Emma Reese is still injured, so we're going to have Mayul up front. Although this time we are going to put some kind of possible striker on the bench. Or at least I said we are. But we really don't have anybody. What happened? Yeah, we really need to buy a striker. We really, really need to buy a striker. We've got Peckover here. Leo Peckover, 18 years old. Really not good enough on the bench. Only ever played non-competitive. He has effectively been promoted onto our bench. So we have a problem with Maurice and Fally. That is it. There is no one else who can play striker. So that really just highlights again the need to get someone else up front. We do have Sam Bell. He's a fringe player on loan at Wickham, but oh dear. We've got our 2 players on loan there. I'm really interested to see what comes of them. So we could put Emma Reese on the bench, but I'm hoping we won't have to. I'm sure someone could step in if they really need to. Oh, we've got Skinner. My goodness, we've got Luke Skinner, 18 years old, who we nearly sold, by the way, for a pittance. So maybe Luke Skinner's coming onto the pitch. Right, I need to move him down. Luke Skinner is going to go down here. Then Nito is probably not going to start, but look, who's going to come back in on the left? We've got Pring, and we still have, where is he? Roberts as an option there on the left. Who, poor Roberts, he had an absolutely outstanding game, and then he's been ousted by Pring. We're going to bring him on. Borge isn't ready to play yet. So that's it. O'Leary Lumley's lapping Max shots. He's our backup keeper. Not quite sure why our emergency backup has got the nod, so we need to get Lumley back in there. We've really been messing around with our subs bench, haven't we? Oh no, yeah. And then we've got Thomas, of course, who's our emergency backup. Sorry, I'm getting really confused. We've got O'Leary up here, who's our first choice goalkeeper on the bench. Of course we do. Okay, that's fine. Right, let's reorganize this into defenders, midfielders, attackers. We've got our wing backs who can go in front of the defenders. We've got Roberts, who's going to go next to Sykes. Wing backs, we've got Peakover and Skinner. We've got Knight. We've got poor you, Hirakara, who will never get a game. I will put Reedwald in instead of him. And then we also have poor Elijah Morrison, who he's had a couple of performances, but he's still young. He's not ready. Okay, I think we're ready to go. So this is the lineup. We've got Dickey, McNally, Viner in the back, Tanner on the bench, Pring, Randall, Williams, Macquarie, then Mehmeti, Twine, and Mayulu. Where is Knight? What is he doing? Is he? No, we've got to play Knight. So Mehmeti, is it just it's a straight swap, isn't it? No, Twine's going to swap there. Twine will go on the left, and then Mehmeti is coming off for Knight. So Twine and Knight, Mayulu, Macquarie, Pring, Randall Williams. There we go. Vitek. Perfect. That's the lineup. We're ready to go. We're not doing anything tactically. When you want to run and you're doing well, they can adapt to us. We're not going to adapt to them until we stop winning, of course. Luke McNally, Joe Williams, and Cameron Pring are lacking match sharpness. That's okay. Squad number selection. Leo Pickover, future prospect. Yeah, let's give him a number 39. Well done, Leo. This is going to be a good day for you. I think he's unlikely to play. All right, what are we going to say? We're the underdogs. Are we really, though, given our current form? Everyone expects us to lose. We're 5th on the form table. So, extract revenge. We've done well going for revenge. So let's try again. See, our players love revenge. Here we are. Ipswich Town versus Bristol City. Let's go, lads. 4th place. I expect this to be tough, but then I thought a lot of games would be tough this season. But our players are just absolutely awesome. So let's see how this goes. And McAtee has already passed our defence. He's got a ball in. It's a goal. Alright, well that sets the scene. 22 seconds. It gets past the defence. Everyone's asleep. Everyone back. Number 12 there. Akpom completely unmarked. Wow. This is going to be a long day. Was he just sleepy? Didn't mark him. Simple as that. Now we're up against it. There goes McCall. Whoa! Get up. Come on, Sola. Referee. Scott Twine. Go on, Scott. Go on, Scott. Show them what we're made of. Oh no. It's going to be one of those days, isn't it? Randall. Oh, come on. What? No. No, I'm not having that. Philogene. Come on, City. It's going to be your toughest game of the season because it isn't actually going all right for us. Here's McAteer. Nicely played. The words knife and butter come to mind. Is our tactic of just playing exactly the same thing every week finally coming to an end? Wow, there's the stats. It's all Ipswich. All Ipswich. We've had absolutely nothing. 6 minutes in. There's still time. Preston take the lead against league leaders Hull. 53 points. Ipswich just behind them now. Go on. There we go. Come on, Pringy. Fresh back into the game. He's a bit lost, but he's got the ball in. That's a corner. Oh, good to see you back, Pring. We missed you on the left. Scott Twine. Ooh. It was a crowded ball. A crowded header anyway. There you go, look, a bit of possession, didn't last long. Straight back to Ipswich, here they come again. Some sort of attempted press happening there. Oh, Philogene's in space. George Hurst 2-0. Absolutely ripped us open. Look at this. Perfect slide rule pass. Philogene knocks it in. There's two players back, but neither of them can do anything about it. That was Dickey and Williams, just a complete loss. 2-0. Right, now it's time to see a bit of character. We've trailed in very few games this season. Scoreline doesn't reflect our control. I don't know, it looks pretty representative to me. We've had absolutely nothing. Philogene, loads of space, and another chance, and another chance. It's men against boys out there. That's nicely done. Zero chances. Absolutely nothing. Wrexham beating Leicester, so all the teams towards the top of the league are not doing very well today. Is that... No, I hate the way that disappears when you're actually trying to read it. Okay, here comes O'Shea again. They've got too much space. They've just... Right, let's try and get a bit analytical. I want to see what's actually going on. This is where it would be so much easier if I was watching a full match. Oh, let's have a look. So, they're definitely exploiting our three at the back. They've keep cutting in through the channels. That seems to be the common thread. I mean, we could bring our wing backs into more of a defensive position, but then we lose any... Yeah, I get it. That message always comes up, out of possession shape. So we need a more defensive out of possession shape. That's what this is telling me. Yeah, he needed to be back there. McAteer, oh, thank goodness. Right, we're actually going to do that now because So you are going to be deeper position, additional protection against. Yeah, I think that's what we need. Rather than, yeah, he's close, although yeah. But you see, maybe it's a trick, because maybe we need to close down on him more, and these guys need to rotate into position. Because obviously the risk there is they switch the play. No, I'm going to go for the holding wing back. But that's not our tactic. Our tactic is counter-attack. Oh, answers on a postcard. My instinct is to counterintuitively apply more pressure by rotating players in. No, we're going to go for the holding wing back. Okay, we're going to hold back. That's what we're going to do. Now, Knight should be tracking back. Both these players should be playing defensive midfielder roles. We've already got 3 at the back. We do not need to drop any further. So wide covering defensive midfielder. We've already got our... Yeah, that... We don't need that with a wing back in place, right? That kind of will just be... Okay, we're going to hope that that works. Okay. Confirmed. So we're pinning our own wing backs in. This could really work against us. This could really work against us. Given we're being pinned back enough by these guys. Well, geez. That solid defence that we talked about, there's no threat there whatsoever. That's got nothing to do with our tactics. It's got absolutely nothing to do with our tactics. Let's look at how these guys are lined up. How are we going to break these guys down? Oh, man. What on earth has happened? So there's Macquarie. Macquarie just needs to do Macquarie things. Oh. Nally. There's Knight. There's Randall. Come on. Show you can play. Show them you can play. Thank you, Vitek. You're at fault for the last goal. It's an absolutely dominant performance from Ipswich. They've turned up today. Players look a bit lost. Come on, get in your positions. Right, I should see. Jeez. We've looked really bad. Tanner, no, Twine, that's to nobody. Are we, why are we playing long ball? I know we're supposed to be playing a progressive counter-attacking team, or strategy, I should say, tactic. Coventry 1-1 against Millwall, so they're still trying to hang on to that playoff spot. Right, here comes Knight, up the right wing. Where Quarry would normally be. He's got it back to Randall. Knight keeps going. Can he keep that in? He can. He can. And Twine's in space. Macquarie. That was good. That was good, guys. Twine with the ball. Oh, there's Williams in some space. Luke McNally up in their box. Had a chance then. Well, the last 2 minutes have been better than the entire rest of the half for us. What does that say? Getting a bit of possession. Okay, here comes Twine again. What can we do? Come on, let's just get a lucky goal, get something. No, it was easy. It's a bad ball in. I think Knight does have to come off. He looks absolutely exhausted already. 32 minutes in. Coventry take the lead now against Millwall. I mean, we just won 4-0. That's a foul. Macquarie now on a yellow. Come on, Macquarie. Oh my goodness. This is how I always remember Football Manager being. Like, you go from a game where your players all played like gods to suddenly no one can string a pass together. Like, they're just running around like headless chickens. Like, are these the same players? Are they the same players? Dickey, Randall. Go on, Macquarie. Go on, Knight. It's the old Macquarie-Knight partnership. There it is. Just do more of that, guys. That's what we've been missing. Go on, Williams. Oh. God, sneak one back before half time. Go on. And that's 44 minutes. And this will be the half-time highlight, which will mean I've almost certainly not scored. Oof. That's aimless. Are we playing long ball? Where am I looking? Passing direction shorter. Yeah. I'm really not sure what's going on. Actually, goalie distribution. Goal kicks mixed. So they're just, I don't know, they're panicking, I think. Right, because it's going to be the half-time team talk of half-time team talks. Pring loses it, gets it back, and Park gives it away. And here they come. Again, it's men against boys. O'Shea's completely in space. O'Shea's in space. McAteer's in space. No one's come into him. There were two players there. Neither of them went for it. And it's a corner. Wow. I don't really know what to do. It's just everyone is playing terribly. Half-time substitutions. Yeah, well done, Hurst. Look at that momentum. Worse. What does worse mean? Worse. Worse than what? We're worse than them, is that what it means? What is this UI? So playoff spots, less from 49 points. We're on 39. We could have cut down to 7 with a win here. Get on to 42 points. But it's not happening, and it's not going to happen. The only thing I can say that's positive about this game is that it's still raining. That's all I can say. Okay, so we're going to do something. In possession, we've got our attacking wall, but we've got our box-to-box. Got all of this attackingness with our cautious mentality, but it's just not doing anything. So who's motivated? Randall. Well, you can stay on the pitch despite the fact that you're exhausted. Now, I'm going to bring somebody on for Knight because I'm not happy. Even tempted to bring Skinner on for Mayulu, but that might be a risk. He's 18 years old. He looks good for 18 though. But yeah, he's not ready. Come on, he's not ready. So Mehmeti, he's got no shape, but he's got some flair. Tempted to bring him on for Knight, and I'm tempted to get Roberts on for Pring simply because Pring is really out of shape. So we are going to do it because he absolutely nailed it for us the other day, even though he's got 1.5, 2 stars, but he's been great for us. We're going to bring Mehmeti on as well. Do I bring him on for Twine or do I bring him on for Knight? I haven't seen anything from Knight. Can bring him on for Twine. Sykes can come on in the second half. Randall is fired up. He is also on a yellow card. Williams is out of shape, so I'm gonna. His shape's okay, right? I think, right? Reedwald's shape is okay, so you're coming on for Williams. Like, you've done Will Williams, but I prefer Reedwald, so we're going to give that a go. What's his preferred position? Yeah. Dress the team. We were terrible in that first half. The game is pretty much over. What is going on? Show me something better. Go on, Macquarie. There we go. Oh, okay. So much for the instant comeback. 3-0. Just show me something, guys. Show me you mean business. Oh, here they come again. That Philogene, he's a good player. Header over the bar. First threat, the second half by Ipswich. They look pretty likely to just pick up where they left off. Blackburn take the lead against Swansea. Oh man, this is just one of those games. The one from a corner was nothing. And 23 seconds in, we were already a goal down. And then from there on, great tackle, Viner. Great tackle. Knight is going to have to come off. We'll bring Sykes on for Knight. Go on, Macquarie. Go on, Macquarie. Oh, that's to nobody. Go on, Knight. Go on. Go on. Oh, a fit Knight would have done something there. That was a ball. That was a ball. So we've been undone by a 4-2-3-1. I think it's that. It's the width and just the penetration down those two channels on the width. We just had no answer for it. Mehmeti. Knight. Oh, that's. He had no right to get that on target then. Mehmeti with the corner. Khan Roberts. Yeah, they're going to get that away. We've got everyone back, but they're still able to work it around us. So we've got we've got our wing backs playing further back now. It doesn't seem to make much of a difference. They're just able to work it through us. Right, there we go, Knight. See, now we don't have anybody forward because we've got our wing backs dropping into effectively into left and right back roles alongside our three defenders. But here goes Macquarie. He can do it. Keeps the ball in. That beautiful little partnership with Knight. It's served us so well this season. Macquarie is really knackered. They're all tired, and we got another game on Saturday. Oh, it's been on the cards, hasn't it? McAteer. Look, is anyone interested in any kind of defending? And then Shoots it through the crowd. Man. Man, oh man. Can we just go home now, please? It's a very high intensity tactic we're playing here. Maybe that's the problem. Right. Let's bring it. I don't know, we've got to bring either Macquarie or Knight off. Well, he's the captain, so he's going to stay on. We're going to bring Sykes on. And that is that. Well, yeah, we're not going to win matches where we're not even shooting. Well, thanks. We've been absolutely torn apart. It's very depressing. Although, I know it's just silly to say, it just didn't feel that realistic how good we were. So it's, in a way, it's nice to be losing, but like 4-0. Our defence has been so solid all season. There's Ross Macquarie, he's not come on yet. Oh, I thought we were going to get one back. Vitek's had an absolute mare, so maybe it is time for our first choice keeper to get into the game. Maybe it's time. Come on, let's get a constellation. You're better than this. You're better than this, team. I've seen it. You've been pretty pathetic. Nicely played, Randall. It's just sitting back now. Oxford 3-1 up against QPR. Oh no. Ooh. That is just poor. Just poor. McAteer again. The threat. Oh, he's got it again. So much space. Okay, well. That's something, I guess. We're going to mix it up a bit on Saturday, I think. They're making a mockery of us. Maioli's worked it into the box. Oh, that deserved a goal. That was actually quite good. It deserved a goal, but not today. We're not going to get anything today. That's just the way of things. Yay! Sykes! Sykes, 4-1. Oh, look at that. Picks it up, runs it back to the centre circle. Finally. I lost all hope. It's a great little knock by Mehmeti. Sykes in acres of space. It's a goal. We need to play Sykes more often. He's a good player. And he can also run through a net, as you can see there, which is an important skill to have in the modern game. Now we've established Sykes is by far the best player on the pitch. He can just go and score another goal and therefore cement himself as a Bristol City legend forevermore. Luke McNally, defender. What's he going to do? He's going to knock it out to Randall, to Dickey, to Viner, and we're going to play it backwards into our own goal. And then we realise actually that's not the right direction, so we're going to turn it around. Sykes decides he prefers blue to red, quite significantly. And then Hurst is all alone and has actually failed to score there, which is quite impressive given how good Hurst has been so far this match. Radek Vitek isn't having the best game of his career. No, he isn't. That is correct. And for me, it was what happened for their third goal that really cemented that message. Roberts is doing some kind of weird shuffle that's confused the hell out of every single player on their team. So keep doing that, because they really didn't know what to do with that. We'll call it the Roberts shuffle. Randall in so much space. Obviously he passes it to Mehmeti because he was in a great shooting position. Mehmeti has scored though. So what do I know about football? Nothing, because obviously that was the right thing to do. Let's see this again. Mehmeti with the corner. Gets headed out to Randall, who's in the middle of the box with nothing to do but shoot. Instead passes it to the edge of the box where Mehmeti goes, thank you, I'm just going to turn this player and then I'm going to shoot into the near post and score. Surprising everyone, including himself, I think, and definitely me. So now it's 4-2 and there's 10 minutes to go. And are we about to stage the most incredible comeback of all time? Here comes Mehmeti again. And then the gods of Football Manager decide that that's not going to happen. And we're just going to watch some dots moving around for 5 minutes. Which is a shame, because I was going to say we're odds on there to just clean up and get to 4-3. Here we go, 5 minutes to go. Zach Viner has been having a pretty bad day. Anyway, he gets things going again. Roberts, do the Roberts shuffle. He is. Oh, he's surprised everyone by actually just running it past the player this time. Wins the corner. And this is surely 4-3. I mean, it's guaranteed 4-3 here. Mehmeti again with the corner. McNally tries to break away. He didn't try very hard. Viner to Sykes to McNally. They're just going to pass through everybody. He's clearly offside. Yeah, he was offside. Although we didn't get to see it because the camera cut away again. 89 minutes, and now that is pretty much that. I definitely need a backup formation. We will have one. I make a commitment today for a plan B, because plan A didn't work. To be honest, I don't think a plan B or a plan C would have made much difference in this game. There goes Knight into space. He's got the ball through to Fally. To Sykes, he shoots, and that's straight to Walton. And I think that's probably our last chance of the game. Wouldn't that have been fun if we got that to 4-3, but it's not happened. Now Ipswich are just going to play around with us for the final 4 minutes. Nothing happening. 30 seconds to go. Randall's just gonna... Oh, it's a great ball through to Mehmeti in the end. And then nobody wants that ball. Down to Walton, and I think that will be that. 4 minutes gone. Something's gone very weird with the sound there. Don't know what that is. But yeah, 4-2. Anyway, we technically won the second half. So... You know, there's that. We had a bit of momentum. But I'm not proud of your efforts. No. I don't like what I saw from this team. Powerless to resist. Correct. So what... Let's have a look and see. Let's kick this off. Come on. What's the problem? We half expecting the result to go against you. No. What, I praise their side and then my players don't want to play? Don't be ridiculous. That's all good. Every match team we get a result. Complacency. Negative. Your team suffered what must go down as disappointing defeat. Yeah, we deserve to lose. How much does a disappointing result impact your plans from now on? Don't think. Continue to work as planned. The fans would love to hear what you made of Mark Sykes' goal. Wasn't it one for the highlight reels? I'm not interested. There's some bafflement among supporters who seem to refuse to substitute Zach Viner. What was your response to that? I'm not going to pay any attention to that. Yeah. Okay. Knight's fitness. A little jaded. Okay, well, you're going to have a rest, Jason Knight, because you did look very tired. What? They've just moved Skinner on loan. They've just moved Skinner on loan without me even... Oh, that's right. I did say he could go on loan. Ignore me. I'm just ranting. Let's just quickly go through. Crunch had no chance of making us complacent. Birmingham are unbeaten in 10 games. Player of the week, Blackburn, Todd Cantwell. Yeah, performing much better than average. That's what you kind of need to do to be player of the week. And let's see if there's anything else worth talking about. Okay, and I think we're going to leave it there. That was Real-Time Football Manager. A fairly depressing Real-Time Football Manager. Makes me think that we need a little bit more variation in our tactics, shall we say. But anyway, we got another game on Saturday. We're going to rest tonight. sadly, and we're going to try and keep players a bit more fresh, because I think the one thing I noticed today was we are playing, I had never noticed it before, we are playing a tactic with very, very high intensity, and maybe that's coming back to bite us. Maybe we need either fitter players or lower intensity. One of those two things. Something to think about. Anyway, next game's on Saturday. We might need to do a bit more transfer activity, because it's the 21st of January and we haven't really got anyone significant in yet. Maybe we don't need too much of that this season, but you know what we do need? We need some more players who can play up front. So anyway, that's to come. But this has been Real Time Football Manager. Thank you very much.